Welcome to 2 Cents, where I, Xaver Walser, speak to industry professionals to give us their 2 cents of how they got to where they are today. Today's guest is Lina Baumann. Lina is a young up-and-coming producer, works with lots of big agencies. She done some campaigns for Mercedes and Vogue. So, Lina, tell us a little bit your backbone, your story.
Mercedes we did together. That's how we actually met, right? My background. Well, I think I didn't really have another chance. My father was a producer. My godfather was a producer. My aunt was a makeup artist. My uncle runs Leuchtturm, which is a lighting company. So while others were playing outside, I was playing in the studios.
Yeah, but you can also be considered very fortunate to be surrounded in that world if you are interested.
It completely hit me, like with the first moment that I probably entered one of those buildings, which are filled up with people from the creative industry that have such an inspiring energy, just because it really... it still surprises me how much you can build when you build it as a team, when you build it together. I think after all this year, I was able to work in TV or feature film or photography. The moment that still hits me the most is when very early in the morning, I like to be the first person on set. When the first trucks arrive with the equipment and the people, the first crew members and the agency and the client, and when everything comes together, and then you just stand there and you see like what you've actually done the last couple of weeks. Now, it's just a match, It's like making a cake and then all of a sudden you see the cake in the oven.
Yeah, I would say like the best job satisfaction in a way.
Mm-hmm.
You're a person that I feel like is full of energy. You're very good working with people. Do you feel like that's an important thing to have as a producer?
I think that's the key. What it needs is it needs a positive and a good energy to get the team together that you would like to work with. So the more that you make your team be part of your success or of your energy and you give them, it's just vice versa, then the more you make them feel like they're part of your team and that you actually only exist within the team. I also don't really make a difference between client, agency, production, crew. Once we're on set, once the cake is in the oven to get baked, then at that time we're all equal. Whenever we start the shoot, I'd like to first quickly introduce all the crew members and all the involved people with their names and their position, because then you start at zero. You will never be scared of asking someone something or to make small talk with someone. It just feels like you have already met them in some way.
So as a producer, it's very important to have a big network of people that you can contact and so could you give other people that would like to become, young people like to become a producer, some tips? How do you build up a network?
I get chick skin. A network, you can only build it yourself. It didn't really help me to have the whole background coming from my family. Sometimes it maybe was even a bad thing instead of a good thing, because people think you get faster to a point. The most important thing is that you always try to open as many doors as possible. And you really need to want to do what you do. After my degree, I went to Los Angeles to start working in the feature film industry. and the week obviously has 7 days. So I worked 2 days at a production company, 2 days at a film market company, 1 day at OTAKUS, a camera rental. I know how to load a 35 millimeters in the dark. So I mean, just every day that I had, also at an actor's agent, also worked there. Every day that I had within the week, I tried to fill it up to meet as many people as possible and to learn as much as possible about the whole industry. So this really helped me to open doors. Within those doors, there were other doors. And so a network became to grow. And then you have to be, how you say it, like a terrier. You just have to bite, and then you cannot stop, because when you get the chance to go somewhere, you really have to want to do it. When they ask you if you want to go tomorrow on a Sunday morning to a set, go there. Give your best, like every day that you are able to go somewhere, you just have to really feel it and want to be there.
Nice. Very nice. You're a mom, and on top of that, you run a successful company. What is the secret?
The baby is the secret. When I was getting pregnant, my biggest fear was that I have to quit my job, because I actually didn't do it for a while, since I was more in photography and I really missed the film part. So in 2015, I got this back for myself and started to work in film again. And then all of a sudden I had this big bump. And I knew that this baby girl will come, and it probably cost me a lot of time and energy. So I talked to her. I was like, you have to be really nice to me. You have to sleep very well. I worked more than ever until she was born. And she slept well. She was really nice to me. She came with me to the office. She came with me to set. She really enjoyed being around all those people. She still does. I have a really great husband and father for my daughters, who also always helped me. But I think she really pushed that in me to go to my limits, make even more than I actually can, just to show myself that I'm able to do this. So now I work and I'm a mother at the same time, and it actually works pretty well. It's just up in the head, maybe.
Thank you very much, Nina, for sharing your
Thank
life
you,
story
Xaver.
with us. That's it for now. Join us next time on Two Saints, stories from industry professionals. Use it or lose it. You choose.